Good morning, my loves. Happy Sunday. It is a gorgeous morning here at the lake. It's about 42 degrees, which is chilly, but the high today is 71. So you can see the sun's coming up. It is just beautiful out there. So if you follow me, you know I love sports. Oh my gosh. One thing I love, I love Monday Night Football. I love Thursday Night Football. Those are the pro games. And this afternoon is going to be all pro sports. Love it. That's great. I'll watch it. Absolutely. But my heart is in college ball, college sports. Absolutely. And you have to keep in mind, I was pretty much raised on a ball field. My older brother, who's 9 years older, was playing ball from the time he was 5. He played all through school, all through high school, all through college. He actually signed. He was picked up and he signed, and he took a line drive to his shoulder, ended his career. So absolutely heartbreaking, but at least he signed. I'm proud of him for that. He was just a magnificent athlete. So I have seen firsthand the ups and downs, the heartache, that these kids go through. And I know division playoffs are coming up. The championship games are on, and I love it. It is great. It's thrilling and exhilarating. But please, please keep in mind, these are kids. The human brain does not stop developing until the late 20s, from like 25 to 30, depending on if you're male or female. So these are kids. Their brains are not fully developed. And yeah, they may be over 21. Okay, fine. If they are, they're adults, but their brains aren't fully developed. And I want you to stop for a minute and think about, let me get comfortable here. I'm snuggled up on the sofa. So I want us to stop and think about everything that they're facing right now. Finals, holidays, finals, relationship issues. I mean, they're in college, it's going to happen. They may have girlfriends, they're in relationships, some's wanting to get more serious, maybe some people are wanting to break up, somebody's pregnant, family issues, parents going through divorce, parents getting married, relatives having babies, people who are sick, dying. It's a lot. I want you to think back, if you went to college, how stressful it was, especially if you were, an athlete. Now, I am not athletic. I mean, I love tennis. Oh my gosh, I love tennis. I'm horrible, but I love it. So when I was in college, nursing school, I was pregnant. And I remember how stressful that was because when I graduated, I was ready to deliver. That was tough. And I carried a 4.0, but it wasn't easy. There was a lot of stress, a lot of pressure on me. Think of these kids, all the stress and pressure on them, grades, family, relationships. Top of that, we have the coaches. They know, these kids know it's a championship game. Many are hoping to sign to be picked up by NFL. Let's hit the major leagues. It's time. This is their shot. Not everybody's going to make it. They're doing their best. They're being told to gain weight, lose weight. Maybe they're injured and they're having to suck it up and just walk through it, just push through. And I know from my brother's, through the years, his injuries, and of course back then in the 60s and 70s, it was a lot different than it is today. But I remember like it was yesterday being in the back seat of the car with him. And as soon as the game was over, he would, he'd get in the car with mom and dad, and they would immediately, he would sit down and there would be one ice pack to his shoulder, one ice pack to his elbow. He was a pitcher. And all the way home, my dad was criticizing him. He could have pitched a no-hitter, which he did most times. And my dad was criticizing him the whole way. And my brother would sit there with tears in his eyes. He did his best. He did great. A no-hitter. But it was never good enough. That's what these kids are facing. It's never good enough. They have the alumni breathing down their neck, family members breathing down their neck, fans breathing down their neck, people betting on them. That's a lot of pressure for a child. And to me, they're a child. Please keep this in mind. how you speak to them, about them. Because, sweetheart, we know not everybody's going to win. And what happens when they don't? I have several clients. I think of two in particular that are retired professional athletes. And the stories that they've told me, things I've heard from my brother through the years, things I've witnessed. And it's heartbreaking when they lose, when they get hurt, when their career's over. It is absolutely heartbreaking. And there's not a lot you can do about it. For some athletes, when they lose the championship, people threaten them, they blame them, they yell at them, they say horrible things to them. They're worried now they're going to lose a scholarship. They're going to lose the respect of fans, family members, alumni, loved ones. Some contemplate taking their lives, really and for true, because I go through this every year with, I know I will be getting calls because they feel that they've failed everybody. Because that's what people will tell them. They will lose one game and they're worthless. They're garbage. They're trash. They don't deserve to put on a uniform. These are children that you are talking about. How dare you? They're kids. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Think about, was it said to you? Are you just repeating a bad behavior? But these are kids. All anybody can do every day is do their best. And you know damn good and well, when these kids hit that field, that's what they're doing. They're doing their best. Both teams are doing their best. Injuries happen. Fumbles happen. Touchdowns happen. Life happens. They're kids. Cut them a little slack. If they don't win, it's okay. Tell them, it's okay, I know you did your best and I'm proud of you for that. Because that is exactly what I am going to be telling each and every one that calls me. It's okay, baby. I know you did your best and I am so proud of you. I may have even watched the game on TV because there's certain teams I follow. And it's okay. They did their best and that's all that anybody can ask for. And if their best isn't good enough for you, I'm going to be a little crass here. If their best isn't good enough for you, well, tough shit, you know? You shouldn't have gambled hundreds or thousands of dollars on their game. They're kids. They're human. They have the everyday pressures that everybody else does, and they're not even 40 years old. Cut them a little slack. Be proud of them. Lift them up. Be kind. Be compassionate. Encourage them. We're talking about a young person's life. They may be 25 years old. They have 60 years left to live. And I, for one, do not want them carrying this burden that they failed you, that they failed their team, they failed the alumni, they failed their town. I don't want them carrying that. I want them walking away knowing, I went out there and I played one hell of a game. I did my best. My team did their best. The only time you fail is when you fail to try. Plain and simple. Just think about it. Cut them a little slack.